Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they wanted, in the middle of the schedule. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. You don't want this. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guy. It's about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Hurst. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. He's going to run again. And he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Hoyer on the tackle.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now,
and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Panthers.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down.
25-yard line.
117, 117. Riggs. Single. 90 is a mic. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
At the 23-yard line.
On second down, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Check 99.
Running with Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
For New Orleans.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Devondre Campbell. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They run for it with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears. Watch out.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of
a pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Saints 7.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
At their own 25-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here? Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 6 guy, check 6 guy.
They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
All day, all day.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
8-yard line.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He's brought down
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
On the carry.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Saints.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check. Street. Check. Jump.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
You got tight right there.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Swift, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Bridgewater to throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my
holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You better bring it. You better.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running is Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7. At the Panthers' 45-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Kill, turn up. Underground.
They run it again with Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Crunch. Go, Trap. Crash.
They'll run with Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
What they call? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Mixon again, the ball carrier.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Swift, the ball carrier.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A little juke. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike's 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anderson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Gay's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
The score, Saints 38, Panthers 24.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Loss on the play.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Strong right. Hey, how are you? 70. 4 down, 4 down. Go.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Go. Go. Mike.
Bridgewater. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Saints' 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
New Orleans.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Will Lutz to
so they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the back.
Bridgewater now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
To throw, Bridgewater. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
By the Saints.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Saints going to call the First of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 20-yard line.
He's coming.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third and short.
Incomplete. It's third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready up. Mike 57. Mike 57. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time. 57 is my time.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Ball carrier.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Rasul Douglas.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
90s and Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Rig alert. Rig alert. I got him. Hey, pick your game up.
Oh, fighting off the defender. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30.
The pass.
A big play for the Saints on third down. 46 yards. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final
A
score,
big
Saints
offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the